everyone, so I'm back. I saw this, I don't know if it's a trend or what have you, but anyway, got my iced coffee. So good. And people have been showing the palettes within their collection that they would use more in the autumn winter months, so I thought I want to do it too. So I picked my Juvia's Place. This is the Rebel Army palette. I picked this because not only is it green, which is my absolute favourite colour, but it's also autumnal vibes. You know, when I think of autumn, you're thinking of your greens, your mustards, your browns, your warmy tones, or a cool tone. So you've got your two mattes and your two shimmers, and oh, just stunning. So you can do the more sultry, I suppose you would call it, sort of green vibe, or you can go for a bit more of the lighter green tone, or you could not use those at all and just use a matte, but Julie never does that. So there's that palette. I'm just going to shift that over because see if I knock over that iced coffee. The next one is the Morphe collaboration with Coca-Cola 1971 palette. Now, I got this for Christmas a good couple of years ago. I don't know if they still have it, but this palette here, and it looks like I haven't used it much because I haven't really used it loads. But again, as I was saying, it's got all of your gorgeous autumnal kind of tones, you know, the browns, the deeper shades. Then we go over into the mustardy yellows. You've got your neutral tones, and then you have these pops of colour. So if you split the palette down the middle, there's your warm tones, and then if you split it that way, you've got all of these tones here. So there's that one. This is going to end in disaster. Put that over there. Okay, next up, I picked out my Huda Naughty palette because even just the tones on the outer packaging are screaming this warm, gorgeous. So again, we have these beautiful chocolatey brown tones going into the deeper tones. This is more like I would say a maroony dark, like red based brown. Then you've got a lighter tone here. Then of course you've got your in-between shades, and then you've got these pops of really groovy colours. So I think that would be perfect as well. Let me have another wee sip. Oh, so good. Then I have a couple of Tartelette palettes. I have the toasted one. I love this palette. I'm sure you can still get these. And again, it's just stunning. Look at those shades. Same vibes again. You've got the lighter tones taking you into these deeper tones. You could use all three. You could use like these ones as a liner even. Just wet a bit of setting spray on a brush and then use an angled brush and use that, and then you've got your pops of shimmer. Again, you could just do a nice matte look too. We have the Tarte in Bloom. This is the one I was thinking of. These three here are matte, so I have used them quite a bit as liners. So again, I'm just trying to look, it's hard to look when it's that way. And then you've got your other sort of mattes, and then you've got a couple. These three here are the shimmers. So you've got these four matte, and then you've got these two, and then you go into these deeper shades. So again, a perfect palette. Then we have the Gather Round Sisters Hocus Pocus collab with Colourpop, which I was sent as a birthday gift a year or two ago by my lovely friend Laura. Unfortunately, this one came a bit bashed. But again, you've got these lovely tones that obviously fit in with the Halloween-y vibe of the film. Love Hocus Pocus so much. Didn't like the new one, I'm not going to lie, I didn't. But again, there's just, you've got this little quad where you can do a murky look. Then you've got this one here where you've got your purple vibes. Then you've got your neutral tones. Perfect. And then, I will never ever get rid of these palettes. Even when I know they get to the stage that you can't put them on your eyes, they will never ever be gone. And it won't be a surprise to you either, because gingerbread. See, when these came out, oh my god, I was like, I need these in my life. So this is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice Palette. And again, these are the tones. The only thing is, I don't think it smells like gingerbread at all. It just smells like vanilla to me. So they could have done better with that. But again, this one, you've got your light tones here with a pop of the purpley plums. You've got your pinks, and then you've got your neutrally tones, and then you've got like a olivey green here. And you've even got your gold if you just want to go for a natural look. So there is that one. This one, the Gingerbread Extra Spicy, I would say is a bit more, I would say it's got a bit more of the autumnal sort of vibey tones to it, to be honest. Again, it just smells like vanilla. So that's this one. This one looks like it hasn't been used, but it has, but not as much as the other one. So again, it's got all these gorgeous warm tones where you've got your light ones for your light look, and then you're getting deeper into your purples and stuff, and then you've got this pop of green. And forever and a day will be kept. Then sort of newer palettes, I have a couple by Odin's Eye. I've included all of my Odin's Eye ones that I've got because I think they're just perfect. So we've got the Stone and Rock palette. I don't know if I've kept the wee cover on, but I have. So again, absolutely perfect, isn't it? It's got the greens, it's got the browns, it's got the deeper murky tones, and then you've got your pops of shimmer. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And then the other one is the Jewels and Gem palette. So this is the more cooler toned one. So again, you can do your cooler toned vibes, and you can add pops of colour, or you could use, I would say the other one that I've just shown you, the Stone and Rock one, personally is more of your autumnal vibes. But again, you could still use this one as well, because you could create, you know, nice sort of warm, cozy tones. And I included the Norse palette as well, because again, even though you have got this row down here, which you're looking at going, wow, are you kidding? You've also got these lovely greens up here and the brown tones, and then you've got this gorgeous matte brown too. You could even do like a plummy look. So you've got options there as well. And then this one, the Flora Story one. Oh my god, I love this colour story. Again, you can do your purpley plummy looks, or you can do a really subtle sort of sagey green eye, or you could even just use the brownie shade and deepen it up with a bit of murky green. I don't even know if this palette, do they still make this palette? This is the Jacqueline Hill and Morphe palette, the very, very first one. Now I should probably get rid of it because I've had it for the longest time, but it still performs fine. There's nothing wrong with the shadows, so I don't want to just waste it. This has got everything in it. You've got all the tones you need, and then in this corner, the pops of colour. So if this was the only palette you owned, you'd be absolutely sorted, wouldn't you? Need I say more? No space, no space. Right. And then there's this one that I got sent by NYX. This is the Ultimate Utopia. Again, a bit like the Jacqueline Hill one. It's got everything you need in it. I mean, look at all those tones. You could make so many looks and use so many different tones. You've got your depth, you've got the light, you've got different colours, you've got the mix of green, you've got the browns, the purples, the pinks, the whole shebang. It's just stunning. So yeah, absolutely perfect. Sorry, that's the door for the wee boy. He's got football. And then the last two we have is the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. And again, you've got your green earthy tones, and then you've got the red sort of berries, you're going into the murky greens, and then you've got these orangey tones, including your wee shimmers if you want to do it. With this palette, to be perfectly honest, I don't use this row. And these two blues here, I'm just like, why are they in there? But again, you could use that one. And then the last one is the Beauty Bay Earthy palette. And again, it's your green beautifulness. Need I say more? So let me know in the comments what you think of those palettes. Do you own any of them? Out of the collection that you have of palettes, what would you pick? Or do you have a specific palette that you use when it gets into the autumnal cold months? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.